Hello and welcome, Zillow House Hunters. We are looking at $2 million homes in all 50 states. And this week it's Arkansas, who I need to give a big apology to. I thought it would be a lot more rural, but there were a lot of fancy homes, and they were great designs, and they were different. And I couldn't kind of figure it out at first. And the northwest side of Arkansas, especially, had a large concentration, and there's no major towns there. And then I found out that the Walmart was founded in that area. So there's probably a lot of Walmart millionaires in that corner of the world. But here we go. So starting off, this one is a dedication. So this one is located in the northwest part of Arkansas. So it's orientate a little bit. So there's Little Rock down here in the center of Arkansas. On the upper left is where you have Rogers, and that area is where you have a lot of Walmart money. But this was a nice house, and they went kind of all in with the being formal, and so the inside just looked like a French chateau. I really love the execution of this. They went for it, and everything is well done, but it's just too formal for me. I kind of feel like I was going to get in trouble for putting my feet up on anything. But it was very well done, and I really appreciate them having a vision and going for it. My favorite part in this is the kids' room. It's just so fun. It's like they put this little castle slide in there, which, any little girl would feel like a princess. So, and she even has this little swing right here, so you can have a swing in your castle and your very own thing. So I thought that was very cool. Next up, this was just a big house, and initially I really liked it. For 5 cars right there in the front, and they did. It's kind of close to the one that they, and this also was in that same kind of area again in the northwest corner. It's kind of and it just was very spacious and very open. Had lots of room. I think it had like 10,000 square feet. So it was very modern, and I liked all of it. And on all these homes, it's just kind of nitpicking between them, because I went back and forth on a lot of these. Oh, I like this room. This is I need to see 5 games at once deal. So it was just like a commitment to it. I like the outside kind of bar area. Was a lot of fun. I think that's Tony's Grill. It had a basketball court, but it did not have a pool. And also, the neighborhood was very kind of packed in tight together. So, and this is just nitpicking. I really like the house. It would be awesome to live there. Next up, so this house had like 11 acres. And so that was 16 beautiful acres. And it was located also in Fayetteville, just south of Rogers, and we're in the northwest portion of Arkansas. It was, I don't know. I think this house I would like a lot better if I saw it in person, because it just kind of had a deal of, they weren't quite going modern and they weren't quite going rustic, and it was kind of, see, this has all the different kinds of wood, and so I get it, but I don't know. This house just really, it didn't quite do it for me. I like the land. I think that was cool, and like their outdoor area was just like, the grill wasn't covered, so that was a little bit annoying for me. So moving on, this house for a while was my number one, because it is located on this big lake. This just looks like a beautiful lake with plenty of inlets to go fish in, and plenty of room to play and water ski, and so I really like that. And at being 1.9 million, you'd have about 100,000 to buy a boat and play. It had a dock, so of course that's important, but the rest of the land was very plain, and the inside was okay. This is where I went back and forth, because I like the idea of being on the water, but the inside was a little plain. That's nice, but not overly nice. I don't know. Like I said, I was nitpicking. The one part I did like about this a lot was, had a small pool and overlooked a little bit of the lake. But I like this area that it had an outdoor, grill area where you could sit and it was covered. And so that was nice. Moving on. This one is, if you want to live in a Cabela, this is the house for you. I don't know why. It just reminded me of a Cabela store or a Bass Pro Shop store. It was just like you walk up to this and you're like, it was awesome. I pictured more stuff like Arkansas to be kind of this rustic. It's a little bit of a plain land, but there's lots of land. So this had 10 acres. But the inside is just, you have like rocks built into stuff, and it's this wonderful rustic setting. And I like the bath too. The bath was pretty cool with the stone. Usually they have it pointing out a window so everybody can see their business. So I like this house a lot. I think it was just drawn back because it was kind of in the middle of nowhere. Is kind of why I took off some points. I like the land of it, although part of it is a little plain, but it's just kind of in the middle of nowhere. This next house I liked a lot too. This was a house that was kind of built for entertaining. It has this huge pool that you see here, and this is the kind of the overhead look of it. So it has a guest house to the side, which is also nice, and it's overlooking a lake, but I don't think it has lake access. It didn't seem like they're very proud of this 300-year-old door they got from Italy or somewhere. So the inside was, and some people would love it and some people would hate this, so I was okay with it. And then this is the wood and not your typical HGTV insides, but I liked it quite a bit. There's plenty of room. It'd be kind of fantastic, but just the painting of it, I could see where some people wouldn't like now, where nowadays everything's kind of whitewashed, but I liked it. They did a really good job. It's got an elevator. So let me get down to the pool. The pool. Here we go. So just a big, huge pool, and it kind of overlooks the lake a little bit, and it's got a nice pool house. So I was really fond of this house. This came in really strong. And moving on to number 3. This one I initially really liked, but kind of had to pull back a little bit. It doesn't really have the lake access, and this lake that it's on is really teeny. So it's just a teeny little overgrown pond, basically. And it's close to a Texas Roadhouse, but it's south of Little Rock, so the location is not quite as in an exclusive area. But the house itself, I just love the way it looks from the outside, and this little pass through to go here in the back is just massive. I mean, it just, when you pull up to it, it feels like a $2 million house, and so it's kind of really cool. Now the inside is a little bit plainer than I thought it was gonna be. I was expecting a little bit more out of it. Again, they like their wooden kitchens, which I don't have trouble with, but this was a fun entertainment area that you had another separate bar, and then you had lounging, and then you had a screen area. So it was pretty well done. And I also like this lounge chair in front of the fireplace. Was very cool, and it looks like a Cholula light, so didn't skip. And I like having the baller washer dryer just inside your walk-in closet. It was pretty cool. It's like, what's better than having an upstairs washer dryer? One in your closet. This hopefully wouldn't be too loud. And here's, again, you can watch all your different games in the game room. But my favorite part of this was the outdoor area, which, I mean, this is nice. Loves me my egg, and it's covered and everything, and this area is covered. But the infinity pool's not big, but it's a very nice view. And even on the side there, you have these chairs that you can sit up and talk and watch people swim and stuff. It just was a great area for entertaining and very fabulous. So had a gym, I guess, or like a garage converted to gym. And it was right at the top of the range, and you could barely squeeze in that for 10,000 square feet. This one, It was interesting. I liked it. This was located in Fayetteville, which is, civilization around that area for sure. It was a nice, solid house, and it just had kind of almost cathedral-like transverse arches in it, and all this area was open between the kitchen and your dining room, and I really appreciated that. And so this is open concept before open concept kind of deal. So this room's just very spacious and open and high ceilings, and I really liked it a lot. The kitchen is just all like double islands. It's huge, just crazy, and it gets a little bit more fancy. But one of the cool features of it was I like the pool. The pool is also a nice entertaining area. So I had a slide, and it just had kind of a lagoon feel to it. But it's also at a tennis court. And they had kind of some bunk beds, so it had an area where you could have lots of people. Now, they didn't talk about the barn. I would have liked to know more about the barn and the other area, because it said it was it had 11 acres, but it didn't look like 11 acres on the lot line. But if you look at the back, where is it? Yeah. Oh, here we go. So it's got its own observatory, which that's just one of those things that, and if you're into stargazing, even if people don't want to see it, it's kind of baller just to say, oh, I have my own observatory. So it's pretty cool. I like that. And the number one house. This I just kept going back to. It was very peaceful. It was on 3 acres, so you had some room around other people, but you're still in a neighborhood per se. So if you like neighbors, they're far enough where you have your privacy, but yet, you could still mingle with people. It's in Fayetteville, and it was, just around the corner. There's like a mall over here. So it was just something that, too, if you like to be close to civilization, you can do that. It just had a very relaxing looking. The grounds were very well kept. It's just very serene. I kept going back to it and moving it up slowly and slowly and slowly. The inside is just very clean, just elegant. Nothing refined HGTV, I guess you could call it. Ooh, that's neat. Let's see that. Huh. Some kind of musician. I see gold records. Very cool. Oh yeah, I like this room too. They love their themes. So they went all off the kids' room. So it has its own little pool house, and over to the left here is a kind of an outdoor kitchen area. And it just, I don't know. It just was modern and clean, and there's just something about serene about it. So I really liked it. So anyway, there you go. I hope you enjoy. I hope you like this. Zillow house hunting is always fun. It's always in style, even if you can't get to see any of these homes. It's fun to look at them. I had one more and it was already gone. So somebody's buying them. So enjoy, and I hope you have a great day. Take care.